Welcome back to GeekyTechyCool. Today we're going to build that computer. That computer. I was pointing at a speaker. We're going to build that computer. There we go. God, I got to practice this. We built a computer. We built the first computer we built in probably 10 years. And when I say we, I mean I. This is a one-man show. Anyway, I built that computer over there. It was pretty much just a random kind of process. Honestly, it didn't start as anything planned. This computer started out as a bunch of parts I bought. The ad basically said incomplete mining rig, and it piqued my interest because the price started at about $500 and the guy dropped it by $100 within a couple weeks of it being listed. And it had an a Corsair AX1500i power supply, fully modular, 80 plus platinum certified, 1500 watt power supply. I've always wanted one to put into a build because it just basically means that the sky's the limit in terms of power. On top of that, it also had a usable video card, it had an SSD, it had a couple sticks of RAM, a couple motherboards, well, 3 motherboards actually, and it had a bunch of extra cables, a monitor, keyboard, mouse. It had a bunch of parts. And it was worth more than the $400 the guy was asking in terms of just parting it out alone. So I bought it thinking I was going to just take the parts and make a profit.
Well, I haven't made a profit yet. You see, the deal included 2 B250 mining expert motherboards, a G3930 CPU, and a couple sticks of RAM that didn't match. It also included an MSI X370 Pro motherboard. So I was thinking, hey, I can build a basic Intel machine out of this because I could not let that sweet, sweet power supply leave my hands. I even listed it for sale. I had an offer for the lowest acceptable price I would take, and I just couldn't take it, so I pulled the listing. It was so nice, it was so new, so powerful, I had to put it in a computer. Not to mention I had a usable graphics card, an SSD, and at least 1 stick of RAM that could go into a machine.
Now I had a decision to make. I knew I had an MSI Z370 motherboard within this parts bundle that I purchased, but I didn't know if I wanted to use that or move on to a newer series. I'd always wanted to build a Ryzen machine based off the last few years and the performance from Ryzen, and that's kind of where I wanted to go, but the budget person inside me was trying to make the parts I had work. In the end, I went with a Ryzen machine. I kind of decided to just go for it this time and build the machine that I wanted.
Now this build is made up of new and used parts. The new parts I picked with a few different things in mind, so I guess I'll go over those first. The used parts mainly came from the quote-unquote mining rig that I purchased a few weeks prior. As for the new parts, I went with an X570 Asus Tuff gaming motherboard. I picked this for a bit of future-proofing, as well as the ability to upgrade in a clear path in case my needs or my workload changes. If I wanted to go with a high-end Ryzen 3 series processor, a 3950 per se, I have enough power, I have enough throughput, I have enough ability to deliver for a processor like that to handle. So I have a good way to get to some more power if I need it. For the processor right now, I went with a Ryzen 5 3600. It fit the budget, and it still gave me quite a big jump in performance as well as workload performance from what I went left, which was an i7 6700 HQ in a laptop. So for storage, I went with a 500 gig Western Digital NVMe Black Edition. It was on sale for half off and seemed like quite a good deal at the time. And for memory, I went with the 32 gigs of Corsair Vengance Pro RGB memory, clocked at 3200 megahertz in white. And with the case, I went with an NZXT 510i RGB case, also in white. Now for the used parts, I have of course, the wonderful, beautiful AX1500i 80 plus platinum certified PSU from Corsair. I have the 500 gig Samsung Evo SSD in that parts bin. I also have, now this is a mouthful, give me a minute, I have an XFX RX 580 GTS OC plus 8 gigabyte GPU. And I also had a 1 terabyte 2.5 inch hard drive just for some data storage. As well in that parts bin, which was kind of random considering it was mostly mining equipment, was a Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo cooler with the X bracket so I could use it with my AMD processor. I call that a win.
The only thing that this computer's lacking at this point to make me feel really good about the build is a good GPU. Now, I picked a weird time to build a computer due to the fact that obviously NVIDIA just released their new announcement. Big Navi from AMD is going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm leaning towards a 3070 or a 3080 right now, just due to the just massive jump in performance. But I'm also patient enough to wait. We'll see what AMD has to offer, because if anything, they might not be able to hit the performance marks, but they might undercut the price by a bit. And in the end, value matters, especially when you're just starting out and you don't have a ton of cash to work with. So much like everybody, I'm assuming, that probably watches these videos, we're all kind of running on a budget. It is what it is. This graphics card that's in here is better than what I currently had on my laptop, which was an Alienware 17R3, which had a GTX 970M in it with 2 gigs of RAM. At this point, I'm happy with the build. I really like the computer. It's fast, it's quiet. You know, haven't had RGB. The last computer I built was a solid color, and it was nice, and it was cool, and it was black with like a green thing. I called it the Hulk. It was an FX build, FX 6300 from AMD back in the day. A couple things I want to point out about the build that really stuck out to me as things that have kind of come a long way in recent years. Cable management. That is a huge thing. I couldn't believe how good the factory cable management is from NZXT in this case. The channeling they have behind the motherboard, the space they give you, the design of how the door closes, and the gap they give you around the motherboard to route cabling, it's ingenious. I love it. They provide some Velcro straps along the main channel. It's really cool. The little white bar inside the case that runs along the interior of the motherboard, giving you space to run cables behind it while still hiding all of the cables back in that area. It's all lit with RGB, so it helps accent. It's just awesome. Computers have come a long way. It's been a long time since I've built one. I'm just getting back into the PC game, and this is a blast. Anyone who's debating about building a computer, now's a great time. Parts are relatively cheap. You can find some good sales. Local Best Buy has stuff in stock. I dig it a lot. I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you saw, if you would like to see more and see where the build goes from here, by all means, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Like, subscribe. I'll be talking more about other hobbies that we're into. GeekyTechyCool is just kind of what it's about around here. RCs, drones. The monitor behind me isn't a monitor, it's a 4K TV. I'll go more to that in a different video and review on that as well. I'll end up reviewing the computer and all the parts and components that are new in it. I will be reviewing the case and things like that down the road, but this is just kind of an intro video into what we did, and how we're starting things off. Appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Bye. I'll be ending... pointing at a speaker. We're gonna build that computer. I gotta practice this.